Good day everyone. Before I discuss my assigned topic, let me introduce myself. I am Jasin B. Calamba. Here are some features of performance assessment by Hambleton 1996. First, an emphasis on doing open-ended activities for which there is no correct objective answer and that may assess higher thinking. In many performance assessment, there is no correct objective. Unlike if it is true or false test or a multiple choice test, so walay tama nga answer pag subjective ang question. Unlike sa true or false or multiple choices, maka-pinpoint jud ta og unsay tama nga answer. So for example, there is no one correct answer when a student comes up with painting, designs a science project, delivers I Have a Dream of Martin Luther King, writes a research report, present and defend the same before panel. So this example shows na kapag open-ended activities ang ginagawa ng mga estudyante ay mayroon silang kalayaang ipahiwatig kung ano man ang ginagawa nila. Students have choice to construct their own responses and it gives opportunity to the students in order to develop their higher level thinking skills. So next is direct methods of evaluation. It requires sa mga estudyante to display their knowledge and skills para naa sila ika-response. It is used for judging demonstrations of advanced steps, oral presentations to assess speaking rather than asking students to enumerate the dance steps in order to describe good oral presentation in a paper and pencil test. So, this method kay ginagamit sa mga teacher to judge sa ilahang mga performances. Next is self-assessment. Self-assessment is the students may be given the opportunity to assess their performance with the use of scoring rubrics. So naa sila freedom na ma-assess ang ilang performance through the rubrics given by the teacher. Example, si instructor Lee kay nagpabuhat og folk dance or nagpabuhat siya og folk dance located sa Philippines. O gihatag niya daan ang rubrics para naay ma-assess sa mga estudyante ang ilahang performance. Fourth is assessment of group performance as well as an individual performance. Evaluate how students perform individually and how they perform as a group. Some performance or authentic assessment evaluate on how students perform individually as well as a group performance. Ang group performance is ginakritik or gin-assess sila through checking sa group output. Maupod ang individual performance. Magmatter lang kung unsay napakita nimo sa performance. Example, ipasayo magbalay sa inyong teacher as a group. So, si teacher mo check sa group ug mo check pod sa individual. Fifth is extended period of time for assessment. In contrast to traditional assessment, performance authentic assessment usually requires an extended period. In traditional assessment, a written test may require an hour or less, but the completion of a research paper may require months and may be evaluated monthly to check on students' progress. So, kining extended period of time for assessment is literal na mag-extend gyud og time kung wala pa jud nahuman ang output ni students. So example, Teacher Z kay nagpa-require siya og research book. Then gipapasa niya is 1 month before the exact date nagihatag niya. So nag-request si student to adjust or to extend ang deadline. So yes, mao na ang extended period of time for assessment. Next is characteristics of 21st century assessment. The characteristics of 21st century assessment are essential guide for preparation of authentic assessment activity. it is necessary to refer to these characteristics to ensure that the learners are being assessed towards the skills and demand of the 21st century. So, first characteristic is responsive. Visible performance-based work, as a result of assessment, generates data that inform curriculum and instructions. So it is the one of the characteristics of a 21st century learning, being a responsive. Responsive means is to interact to the teacher kung unsay ipangutana o unsay need na itubag. So need jud mag-interact. Second is flexible. In 21st century education, we need to be adaptable, or the students need to be adaptable in everything. 21st century approaches are more versatile. Kinahanglan gud ta sa tanan, kinahanglan go ta sa tanan na tanan pangbuhaton. Dapat versatile jud ta kanang kinahanglan maghatag tag effort sa mga tanan mga extracurricular activities or sa mga academics. Third characteristics is integrated. Integrated is need to be incorporated in day-to-day practices. This assessment is need sa mga estudyante nga mag-interact every day rather than as an add-ons at the end of instructions or during a single specified week of the school curriculum. So that is the integrated. So next is informative. Informative, it means after the assessment, it can give information if the assessment results meets the desired and targeted 21st century skills. Maka-provide siya og information if na-meet ba ang standard or ang goal. So that is informative. Next characteristics is multiple methods. An assessment continuum that includes a spectrum of assessment strategies is the norm. In assessment, various strategies are used. It must have an option to identify what is necessary and effective para ma-ensure nga na-meet ang objective or ang expected sa students. So that is the multiple methods, one of the characteristics of 21st century assessment. Next is the communicated. Communicated is the communication of assessment data is clear and transparent for all stakeholders. Assessment is clear and transparent for all stakeholders to guide them para guided ang stakeholder sa unsay mas okay, and also if it is clear and transparent, mas ma-discuss or ma-examine if okay ba ang assessment nga gigamit or what. That is the communicated. Next is technically sound. For fairness, adjustments and accommodations are made in the assessment process to meet students' needs. It means if na ay mga unexpected nga situation na kailangan i-consider during the assessment, then i-consider to meet students' needs. Example, ang environment, if ang isa ka bata is not comfortable during exam kung asa siya maglingkod, then pwede siya i-transfer sa chair nga maging komportable siya. So that is technically sound. Last is the systematic. Systematic 21st century assessment is part of a comprehensive and well-aligned assessment that is balanced and inclusive of all students, constituents, and stakeholders, and designed to support at all levels. So that is the systematic. So that was the characteristics of 21st century assessment: responsive, flexible, integrated, informative, multiple methods, communicated, technically sound, and systematics. So that's all. Thank you and God bless.